Speech to text, that means simply transcription API. That means you will provide the audio stream, whether in live streaming or using just a audio file. You will provide a audio file and the program will be able to provide back you the text. There are so many cloud providers. They are providing STT APIs like Amazon, Google, but I am working with a company that requires their data to be in-house. That is the reason why I am working on a free and open source model that can be self-hosted on our instance or any other cloud provider instance. Yes, you can pretty much rely on other companies to host your own projects. There are several mechanisms to encrypt your data so that your data becomes as secure as on your own hardware. To test those APIs, especially the Whisper CPP and Vosk, I need a lot of audio files, especially in WAV format. I know WAV format is not the good or even best, but those APIs by default they expect those audio to be in WAV format. Later on, we can handle any other formats by encoding those audio streams. But right now, to test the capability, I need WAV format audio recording. So I have a browser and I have a system. I should be able to record all my voices in WAV format. But while I Google a simple tool, I do not find a suitable web application that can record a WAV file. I have heard so-called AIs are capable enough to generate codes. So let's try ChatGPT, as I have used this one to generate code and there are several others. I believe Web LLM chat will not be sufficient or capable enough to generate codes. So let's ask ChatGPT if it can provide a HTML based application that can record audio in WAV format. HTML.js to record audio in WAV format. As I see, I have got a recorder.js. I think this JavaScript library is capable enough to record audio in WAV format. Let's take a look on recorder.js. It seems they provide simple method to record and stop. Yes, they provide a export WAV. So it would be sufficient, I think. Let's create index.html, open with my favorite built-in code editor, and let's copy and paste this file over here, and we'll have to make another file. No, I think the JS is already included in line number 11. To test, I'll have to make it serve on my local system. As I see, HTTP server is not installed. Let's install it. Oh, as I see, Node is not installed on my system. Let's first install Node. Node is installed, but why npm is not installed? Yes, as I see, npm was not installed by default. Let's install the npm so that I'll be able to install the HTTP server. See, the installation of npm was pretty much quick. That is the reason why I use this Linux distribution that is called Garuda Linux. Under the hood, it uses the Arch distribution, but Garuda makes it easy to handle all those Arch related things. Okay, that's enough. Let's try to install this one again. Yes, now I see it is getting installed. Okay, now let's run HTTP server. Why is not? Oh, I made a big mistake. The HTTP server should be on global position. So -G would be sufficient. Yes, I see this is now running on port number 8080. I'll have to open I did another mistake, like while opening the CLI, by default, Kate uses the parent directory. So I was in parent directory. Let's first remove all those node modules from the parent directory because we don't need this. Okay, I will remove those later on. First, go to the desired directory, and now let's run the HTTP server. I think now it is available, but I was wondering whether it will allow the hardware access. It is getting access from localhost. See, 127.0.0.1, that is the IP of localhost. That is the reason why the hardware access is coming. Let's check if audio recording. Hello. I don't think the audio recording is working. There could be two main reasons. One is I am using OBS Studio to record audio and the screen, and OBS Studio is capturing the mic. That may be the reason. another reason I found, like I should access from localhost. Let's try to access it from localhost. Give the permission. Still nothing I see. Let's inspect. I see there are, okay, I see here is the port issue. That means we are accessing via port number 8080. And okay, it is complaining regarding Fabicon and some other things. Those are not the issue I'm looking for. I'll have to run HTTP server on port 80. And I think on port 80 it will not be able to run because it needs super user permission. So I'll have to provide sudo access. Yes, right now it is running on port number 80. So let's remove 80 because if you don't provide any port, by default HTTP goes to port number 80 and HTTPS goes to port number 443 by default. So right now localhost is enough to access this local site. Now try recording this. Still it is not running and I see there is a issue. Okay, let's ask ChatGPT if it can provide a solution. See, this link was old. Let's see if this new link comes alive. No, till the recorder.js is not available on that link. So let's search if we can find any working link of this JavaScript. If I type cdn, I think I will be able to grab recorder.js. Yes, as I see this link is working. Now let's try to replace this link and let's relearn the HTTP server and control refresh. That means the hard refresh. As I see, it is getting an error. It is forbidden. So what would be my next strategy to solve this issue? I can connect my laptop using VPN or any tunneling technology on any server, and I can run a domain or subdomain so that the CDN becomes available. There are another way, I think much easier, if I just save this file and all this file. By the way, this is the project I'm working on. So, as I see, I did mistake. Let's rerun the HTTP server and I see there is no issue. Somehow the recorder.js seems not the same. I think Matt Demond, we need this specific recorder.js and there is no package. I'll have to just bring this one, or simply I can copy this one, I think, so that I'll have to rerun the HTTP server. Now let's see if it work. It's complaining about Fabicon. That should not be an issue. It is complaining about recorder is not defined. Let's take the example mentioned here and let's make recorder.js locally available. I think technically it would not be possible to record audio, as I see a deprecated notice. Still, let's try. It's saying that it is recording. I'm not sure. I think it has done its job. Let's test. Oh, not this one. MP3. Let's delete MP3. Wave. It is only 44 bytes. So I don't think that in 44 byte there is any possibility to have an real audio file. So this example is pretty much outdated and I see a deprecation message. That means using AI was not a great move. So let's try DeepSeek. Before I jump to create one by myself, let's ask DeepSeek if it can provide a working example. Let's provide the same instruction. Great to see it has provided some style, although it is not necessary. It is using updated JavaScript, that is media devices and get user media, and it is capturing as audio blob. So I think there is a possibility that this code can handle our needs. Okay, let's copy this piece of code and paste it over here, not in the recorder.js, in the HTML itself. Save should automatically reflect the output. Yes, I see it has come with some visualization, as I was wondering about those CSS. Wow, what a great pleasure. DeepSeek has done a good job providing the solution. Let's see if it works. Still looks good, and the audio file name is recording.wave, and the file size looks great and compressed. It do not provide a huge byte code. So 16-bit would be my requirement. Let's try if this works. Recording.wave. So let's rename it rec.wave and let's feed it to our server. Internal server error. Okay, that would be my second part, but initially let's try to listen if the audio is, I think the code is working, but right now it is the issue of OBS. So let's try to stop OBS and come back with the result. So stay tuned and I'll be right back. Yes, I am back and back with the good news. Right now this HTML file is able to record the wave format having the correct headers. That means the recorded audio file will play smoothly in any audio or video player. Plus those recorded audio will be able to transcribe using any transcription services, as it is providing in wave format 16-bit mono, especially in 16 hertz. Mono is specially required because any speech recognition software only recognizes single channel. That means that audio file must be in mono format. So let's revisit as a localhost server, sudo http server in port number 80. Let's visit the site. As you see, this represents the wave format also along with this visualization. I'm not sure why my system is so slow. Again, it seems the wayland, especially with the Kevin. I think it is time to switch back to the X11. Okay, right now it is able to record audio, especially in our desired format. So bye for today. Next, we'll revisit this next topic, which is the recorded audio would be converted to text using various speech to text technologies.